Good evening and welcome to the regular city council meeting. Today is Tuesday, January 20th, 2026, and it is 7 p.m. Regular meetings are generally held on the first and third Tuesday of each month in the city council chambers here at City Hall. City clerk, please call roll.
Yes, Mayor. Councilmember Genoway.
Here.
Councilmember Winstead.
Present.
Councilmember Otto.
Here.
Mayor Johns.
Here.
Thank you. We have a quorum. Please let the record reflect that Mayor Pro Tem Jennings is absent.
Thank you. Now I would like to invite Janice Scherhertz of the Christian Science Church to provide this evening's invocation, followed by the Boy Scouts Troop 700 to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Gracious Father, as we begin a new year in earthly terms, help us raise our thought higher in all we plan and do. Help us not see through a glass darkly, but see clearly your divine goodness and power and majesty everywhere present. Protect our city, protect our people, protect our projects. Guide us to keep our mission above prejudice, division, and discouragement, always remembering who created creative man and who established the holy standard of perfect community. The God idea, individualized in each of our minds and hearts, is abiding grace. Amen.
Color guard, attention. Audience, please rise. Those in uniform, salute. Those not in uniform, place your right hand over your heart. Color guard, advance. Color guard, halt. Color guard, present the colors. Please recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color guard, honor the colors. 2.
Okay, stay down there and we'll be right down to visit. All right, good evening. It's great to have you guys here, and thank you so much for honoring us with that. Thank you. I know you. Here we go. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, what we're going to do is ask you to give us your name, the school you go to, and what your favorite thing about scouting is. We'll start with you.
My name is
You can hold it.
my name is Grayson Chen, and I go to Don Juan Avila Middle School. And what I like about scouting is how I like to help people.
Hi, my name is William Liu. I'm attending Don Juan Avila Middle School. My favorite part of scouting is going camping.
Hi, my name is Wyatt McCarthy. I go to Thurston Middle School, and my favorite thing about scouting is the summer camps.
Hello, my name is Heather Yeh, and I go to Oxford Preparatory Academy Middle School, and my favorite part of scouting is camping and helping other people.
Hi, my name is Henry Liu. I'm attending in Don Juan Avila Middle School, and my favorite part about scouting is earning merit badges.
Hi, I'm Connor Doss. I go to Korean Lutheran High School, and my favorite part of scouting is camping.
You want to go ahead and do it from right there if you want.
Sure. All right. Hello, my name is Andrew Koch. I'm currently attending Elisa Nagel High School, And my favorite part of scouting is pushing myself to my hardest limits and trying new things.
Thank you. Scout leader, you want to come up here and introduce yourself? And why don't you come out from behind there? We're going to have some photos too.
Good evening. My name is Gary Ibanez. I'm Scoutmaster Troop 700. And the favorite thing I like about scouting that I like is right in front of you.
That's great. All right, great. Let's all line up here and we'll take some photos. Wait, I got to stand between a tall guy and a shorter guy, otherwise I'm blind. I'll be out of the picture.
Maybe make a bigger hole.
I can see everyone good.
Okay, great. Who's going to dismiss us?
Color guard, regroup. Color guard dismissed. Audience at ease.
Okay, this evening, and thank you guys for being here. This evening, we will now have one presentation. The presentation is the Laguna Niguel Chamber of Commerce Shop and Dine Drawing. We've all been waiting for this all year long. Can't wait to have you drawing happen. And I see our last year's winner, big winner, is sitting here. I'd like to invite Teresa Sheckling, President and CEO of the Chamber, to the podium to begin picking our winners.
We can put these up there. Put that up there.
Hi, thank you. And we just want to say to everyone, this was a great event that we have. It's such a great collaboration between the city and the Chamber of Commerce. And it's really nice to see the residents and businesses get so involved in this event. So in the months of November and December, people can take their receipts that they get from anything from gas stations to grocery stores to restaurants to clothing stores and bring them into the chamber office, and they get these fun little, they turn in their receipts and get these fun little coupons to put in the thing. And each week we have a drawing where you can win $50 gift card, and then at the end, which is tonight, you can win a $250 worth of gift cards, $500 worth of gift cards, or $1,000 worth of gift cards. So it's really fun. The whole point of it is to keep business here in Laguna Niguel. And I have to say, because I was dealing with most of the businesses that are in Laguna Niguel, that we got a lot of compliments from a lot of the businesses that they felt that people were coming in specifically to their businesses because they wanted the receipts, they wanted to keep it here. And then when people were bringing us the receipts, we got the same comment from them. It's like, hey, I stayed and shopped in Laguna Niguel. Even people that don't live in Laguna Niguel shopped in Laguna Niguel so they could do their receipts. So it was a fun event. The one thing that I wanted to tell you, which some of these won't surprise anyone, but we calculated the receipts when they came in, and the top 5 businesses of receipts that we got, number 1 was Costco, and number 2 was Albertsons, 3 was Ralph's, 4 was Walmart, 5 was Grocery Outlet. So I don't think that's going to surprise anyone because that's where most people do their shopping. The next 5, so the honorable mentions were CVS, Smart and Final, Trader Joe's, Pavilions, and Sprouts. But we were really surprised because this year we also got a lot more receipts from some of the smaller businesses and restaurants, which was great. So they did see the difference this year. So now if we could get the mayor to join us so we can actually do what everybody wants to hear is who won the things. We're going to start off with the $250 worth of gift cards. And just so everybody knows the rules, if we pull your name, you win once tonight, so you can't win all 3. So anyways, so I'm gonna mix these up a little more. For those of you that can't see, we have hundreds and hundreds of things in here, and we are going to mix these up a little more, and then the mayor is going to mix them up one more time, and then he will draw one.
There aren't hundreds, there's thousands in there. This is crazy. All right, we're gonna mix them up. I'm gonna get all the ones down at the bottom, all the way at the top. Whoops. Oh, and I'm throwing them everywhere. All right.
Put them back in. We got them all.
We got them all. Okay, here we go. There's so many in here, it's tough to dig in. Okay, here's the first one. As long as I can get just one. There we go. I can't read the first name. Misto?
Oh, that's Reem Misto.
Misto. Reem Misto. All right.
Reem Misto, okay. Yep. She's
All
a
right.
chamber member.
Okay.
We will keep that.
Okay, we're gonna mix them up again. Whoops, there I go. I mean, this thing is full. All right, toss them in there.
Wait, there's one more here.
Okay.
Don't worry, we're getting them all.
Put them all in. I'll try not to miss any.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, here we
This
go.
one's for $500 worth of gift cards.
$500. There we go. Nancy Parker.
Oh, okay.
Wow,
Nancy
there's a
Parker.
theme to this.
All right.
Okay. Okay, one more mix up here. So they can't say they weren't mixed up.
And this is for $1,000 worth of gift cards.
And our last year $1,000 winner is Ann Moodry. She's sitting there. I think she's hoping for lightning to strike twice, right? All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. Jean Fischette. Fischette?
Jean Fischetti, I
I
think?
don't know, whatever it is. Fischetti?
Fischetti.
There we go.
Fischetti.
Okay.
But we have her number, so we will call her.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you so much. This is great that you guys do this, and it keeps the business right here in Laguna Niguel. And I know that the chamber, we work really close and well with you. This is one of the largest chambers in Southern California, if not of all of California. And you guys are so busy and do so much for our city. So thank you so much for this and everything you do during the year.
Well, thank you. It's in combination with everything that the city does for us, so it's great. Thank you so much.
Okay, that's our presentation. We can go back up. Okay, that concludes our presentations. We'll now move on to public comments. Anyone wishing to address the City Council is asked to please complete and present a gold Request to Speak form. Those forms are available on the counter near the entry door of the council chambers. Please be aware that the time limit will be 3 minutes for each person to speak. This is a time for members of the public to share comments with the City Council. The Brown Act does not allow the City Council to respond to speakers at the meeting. However, city staff will follow up and respond to questions or provide information needed. Speakers will be called in the order from the Request to Speak forms. To allow equal time for speakers, minutes may not be given to another speaker. Another person may read your written statement. City Clerk, are there any requests to speak?
There are none.
Thank you. Public comments are now closed. We will now move on to the consent calendar. Are there any items to be pulled from the consent calendar for questions or discussions by the council members? Okay, seeing there are none. City Clerk, are there any public comments on the consent calendar?
No, Mayor.
Is there a motion and a second? Okay, we have a motion by Genoway, a second by Otto. Please vote. Okay, motion carries. Sorry, my screen's not. There we go. Motion carries. Our discussion item this evening is the recodification of the Laguna Niguel Municipal Code Titles 1, 2, and 3 updates. Assistant City Manager Martin, will you please introduce the item?
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor and City Council. This evening will be your first reintroduction to the Comprehensive Municipal Code Update and Recodification Project. Given the importance and magnitude, as you'll recall, the project is the result of prior City Council discussion and direction to perform a comprehensive update to the city's municipal code, since it hasn't been updated as such since the original adoption more than 35 years ago. Even though individual ordinances have been updated throughout the years, no full review and update has ever taken place. This has resulted in a municipal code that is inconsistent and outdated, both with current state law and actual city practices, as well as modern code formatting and editorial standards. As a result of a formal request for proposal process, the city has utilized the services of American Legal Publishing since late 2023 to perform a comprehensive technical, legal, and editorial analysis of the municipal code. In addition to American Legal Publishing, city staff has also worked closely with the city attorney's office to further refine and revise identified language to most accurately reflect current city practices, organizational structure, and applicable state law. Given the importance and magnitude of this multi-year project, it is currently identified as a goal in the city's adopted strategic plan. This project has included significant time and input from the city's departments and truly is a group effort. As such, tonight's presentation and future presentations will include staff members from multiple departments. Throughout all titles of the Comprehensive Municipal Code Update, including titles 1, 2, and 3 this evening, there are two types of updates. The first type of updates are those considered to be non-substantive. Essentially, they're technical, administrative, or editorial, and do not alter any policy intent. They're essentially professionalizing our code. The second type of updates are somewhat subject-specific and are being classified as substantive because they're more targeted revisions to the individual municipal code titles, ensuring consistency with laws and practices while removing unnecessary redundancies. I want to spend a little time on the non-substantive updates because they are prevalent throughout the entire municipal code, all 13 titles. These updates include correcting official titles, correcting grammar, punctuation, capitalization, updating code headings, standardizing language to be gender neutral, standardizing editor's notes and cross-references for clear and consistent editorial presentation, and adding legislative history notes where applicable, all of which are inconsistent prior to this update occurring. This slide displays several examples of non-substantive updates in a before and after format style. And as you can see, these do not alter any actual policy intent. Given that there are 13 titles in the municipal code comprising more than 1,250 pages, non-substantive changes will not be an area of focus at our upcoming title reviews for the City Council after this evening. Only the substantive updates will be referenced at future meetings. Now, switching to more subject-specific or those substantive updates that I mentioned, I want to first start by sharing that while these particular updates focus on clarity and consistency, they do not represent a general comprehensive policy rewrite, and this will be the case for all titles. The subject-specific updates provide correct alignment with current state law, recent code amendments, and existing city practices. It's intentional that we're beginning with titles 1, 2, and 3 this evening as our first steps to reviewing the comprehensive set of updates to the municipal code. This is not only because they're numerically first, but also because they have the least number of substantive updates. So for Title 1, General Provisions, there are 6 highlighted items on this slide here, as you see. These updates provide clarification, greater consistency, and alignment throughout the code in areas related to violations, citations, and administrative hearings, while also appropriately reflecting current city practices. For Title II, Administrative and Personnel, these updates are largely editorial in context with government code citation updates, as well as providing clarification of procedures of review and participation at specified hearings, while also removing redundancies to improve legal clarity and consistency. And for Title III, Revenue and Finance, the updates largely relate to updating the municipal code to match the most recently adopted update to the city's purchasing policy, again, accurately reflecting city policy and practice, while also updating outdated references and citations. I do want to mention there is one change included in your red folder related to this title. which is the deletion of a reference to require acceptance of the lowest bid for purchases of supplies and equipment. This is not required and would actually limit the city's ability to procure, so it's being removed from your update. So to summarize, all the updates of Titles 1, 2, and 3 of the Municipal Code, both substantive and non-substantive, are for the purposes of greater clarity, consistency, editorial integrity, and alignment with current law and city practices, all meant to reinforce an efficient, transparent, professional, up-to-date, and accessible Laguna Niguel Municipal Code. And before moving forward, I do want to take a moment to provide a look ahead at the intended schedule of review for the City Council at upcoming City Council meetings this year. The next titles to be reviewed are related to Title 10, Animals, and Title 13, Parks and Recreational Facilities, which are scheduled to take place on February 17th. After that, there are 6 additional meetings focusing on the 6 remaining municipal code titles, followed by a meeting in July to formally introduce the recodification ordinance, followed by a second reading and final adoption scheduled for August. I hope that you found this update to be informative. After about a year and a half of work, we're happy to be at this point where we're able to get this in front of you, and staff in the City Attorney's Office are available to answer any questions that you may have.
Great, thank you. That was a great update. Thank you. Are there any questions from the council? No. Great. I will now open to public comment. City Clerk, are there any public comments on this item?
No, Mayor.
Thank you. I now close the public comment. Is there any further discussion from the council? No. Great. Thank you. This concludes our discussion item. Yes.
Would you like us to make a motion?
Don't need to. We discussed that, and this is more just providing
We're
us
looking
update.
for direction as
yeah.
we bring you each section, because at the end, we will have you adopt, and then you'll officially make a motion to adopt. So if there's any questions or changes, that's what we're looking for tonight. And for the next
7 meetings.
Yeah, 7 meetings over the next 7 months.
Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, thank you. I had the same question myself this morning, and we got it answered, so thank you. Our public hearing item this evening is the reintroduction of ordinance number 2026-239, amending various sections of the Laguna Niguel Municipal Code to implement the state-mandated land use legislation regarding accessory dwelling units, ADUs, and junior accessory dwelling units, JADUs. Director Oduna, will you please introduce this item?
Thank you, Mayor Johns.
I can barely see you there.
Good evening, council members. The presentation for this item will be provided by Planning Manager Katie Crockett.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and members of the City Council. This zoning code amendment is an update to the city's existing regulations governing accessory dwelling units and junior accessory dwelling units, otherwise known as our ADU ordinance. Over the years, the state legislature has passed numerous bills limiting local authority on the regulation of ADUs and JADUs. Each year, new regulations are passed, necessitating annual updates to the city's code. So this is just the most recent update of the city's ADU ordinance. It was last updated in January of 2025, so just about a year ago. The ordinance before you tonight not only addresses all of that new legislation from 2025, but also includes formatting changes that provide additional clarity and will allow us to update the ordinance, hopefully, more efficiently in subsequent years, because these keep happening, and so we felt it appropriate to work with the City Attorney's Office to try to streamline those future updates. Other than the changes necessitated by this year's legislation, the changes are not really substantive. In consultation with the City Attorney's Office, they recommended some changes that use more standardized language that has been used by other jurisdictions and will clearly communicate to the State Office of Housing and Community Development, who reviews our ADU ordinances, that the City of Laguna Niguel is in compliance with state mandates. Because the language is more standardized, as I said, hopefully it will assist us in efficiently updating the ordinance in subsequent years. So the Planning Commission considered this at their regular meeting on December 9th at a noticed public hearing, and they adopted a resolution recommending approval to the City Council, which is in your packet as Attachment B. Additionally, the draft minutes with the discussion that we had with the commissioners is included as Attachment C. Consistent with Planning Commission, staff's recommendation is that the City Council introduce this ordinance tonight and direct it to be agendized for a second reading and adoption at the regular City Council meeting on February 17th. So this concludes my presentation. Happy to answer any questions that you may have about the proposed changes.
Okay, great. Any questions? None? Okay, great. We'll now open the public hearing to take public testimony. City Clerk, are there any public comments on this item?
There are none.
Thank you. I now close the public hearing. I will now take any discussion from the council on this item. Okay, that's simple. Do I have a motion to approve the staff recommendation? Got a motion by Genoway. Oh, I lost Genoway. Now I got a second by Otto.
I'm here.
Can you want to hit it again, or are we good?
Shows up on my screen.
It's gone on mine. Mine's acting up today, apparently. Okay. And now it's not letting us know what the vote is. Is it up there? Okay, great. My screen, there we go. Motion carries. Thank you. This concludes the public hearing item. It was a bit difficult, but we got through it. We'll now move on to City Council, City Manager, and Department reports. I'll start with Councilmember Stephanie Otto.
Thank you so much. Well, happy 2026, everyone. I'm excited to get to work for the people of Laguna Niguel this year. I have a few updates and comments. First, I want to commend the Military Support Committee on their toy drive. Every year, the committee does a toy drive, and last year, we didn't get enough toys, so we had to request like a $2,000 check from the foundation. But this year, because of the efforts of specifically spearheaded by Vice Chair Melissa Caldwell, who added locations around the city to donate toys, they didn't have to ask for any more money. So they collected 282 children's toys for 3 adopted units. I want to thank Sunnyside Donuts, Mercedes-Benz of Laguna Niguel, and Dan Abrams' office for having the additional toy drop boxes. Also, the Whitelocks, Paul and Judy Whitelock do an annual toy drive, and they contribute greatly to that. So it was a great success thanks to the work of our Military Support Committee. And of course, we have drop box around the city as well for that. Moving on, I want to recognize an important Remembrance Day on January 27th as Holocaust Remembrance Day, and this is always important to remember these things. I am the descendant of a survivor of the Armenian genocide, so I always want to recognize tragedies such as that. So January 27th is Holocaust Remembrance Day. Tonight, we reorganized council roles for the committee and commissions, which ends my 3-year work on the Military Support Committee and the Laguna Niguel Youth Committee. I welcome the change, and I'm really proud of the work that I did. What I'm most proud of are the people who did the work and who were on the committees. Especially want to talk a little bit about Military Support Committee. As a daughter of an Army veteran and as a person who grew up around a lot of military families, I've been really, really proud to serve in this role as council liaison to this committee. In 2023, I was the chair after never having served on the committee before, and I had to navigate through some changing times. That was the first year, and then subsequently with Chair Frank McGrath, Vice Chair Melissa Caldwell, and our current council liaison, Councilmember Stephanie Winstead. It took teamwork to get us where we are today with that committee. So we have come a long way. There's still more challenges ahead, like improving the relationship with the Laguna Niguel Military Support Foundation. But it took 3 years to build it back. that is now a committee full of 16 members, 16 residents and members who are willing and able to do the right thing, and that is to selflessly support our active military adopted units. We have a full committee who deeply cares about the mission of supporting active troops and its critical relationship with the civilian community. Not long ago, soldiers came home from Vietnam without the support that they needed. And I would also note that we have today military coming home who still aren't getting the support they very much deserve. Our committee is a vital part of our community and civilians' relationship with our military. It's a lot of work, but we have a willing committee of 16 people to do the job. And I have the utmost faith in the ability, their ability to succeed in the work they are doing, and even the drive for new initiatives with fresh eyes. So the committee is made up of volunteers. They're the ones that do the work, and they're the ones that donate countless hours of their time. And therefore, the committee should be the ones driving the programs and the service opportunities. In addition, and to remind everyone, we have 3 adopted units, and the committee must serve each unit based on their individual needs and their involvement with the city. I wish the best to our mayor, who's joining, who's a new committee member, and of course, Councilmember Winstead, who's been on there for a few years and has her extensive experience on the committee. They're being handed an incredible asset with these 16 volunteers that are now serving, and the sky is the limit. Moving on, I'd like to thank Amin Khalifa, president of SCORE Orange County, for asking me to welcome SCORE to Laguna Niguel for their annual Women in Business event last week. SCORE offers free mentoring to thousands of entrepreneurs annually, and it's a nonprofit that has been around for over 6 decades. I was exposed to SCORE when I was in college, and I had a business idea, and a mentor walked me through my idea. Now, that business didn't get off the ground, but the fundamentals that they taught me helped me later to go out on my own at 27 as a web services consultant. So I love SCORE. They've lost some federal funding. They lost about 60% of their federal funding. So I'm really glad that we as a locality, as a city, is able to support them. There's going to be more SCORE events here in Laguna Niguel. And so that's in our strategic plan as well. So I'm super excited that the city is supportive of SCORE. And those are my final comments. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, Mayor, for attending too, I should mention,
Thank you.
the SCORE event.
I had a good time there. It was very educational. Councilmember Winstead.
Thank you. So I just wanted to follow up on the Shop, Dine, and Win that the Laguna Niguel Chamber of Commerce is sponsoring. It hosts along with cooperation from our city and contributing to it. It really does change people's shopping habits. I remember back in the 2012 Shop, Dine, Win, it did change my shopping habits, and I remember shopping locally, and Honorable Lori Davies pulled my name for the grand prize back then. So it was a great experience. It'll stick with me forever. It is special to me that Honorable Davies did pull my name, and I'm just so happy to see that it continues, and Shop, Dine, and Laguna Niguel wins throughout the year. So please do that, not just during the holidays, but try to change your shopping habits and support our local businesses. I also wanted to state that some of your fellow council members and I attended a ribbon cutting at Stretch Zone last Tuesday, so a week ago. It was a very exciting ribbon cutting, not for great reasons, because there was a gentleman who, at the ribbon cutting, he was walking, trying not to step in and be in the pictures and be in all the formalities. So he tripped over a planter, suffered a pretty considerable fall, was bleeding, and I bring it up because we called 911 and our fire department was there, like immediately it honestly felt like it was seconds that they were there. So yeah, there were a lot of people there who ran and got Band-Aids and towels and things like that for immediate, but it was just nice that we had professionals who were there and handled everything. So thank you very much for that. And then last is, ALA Unit 281 is doing Valentine's for Veterans. It's that time of year. So if you know a veteran who would like to receive a little extra special love and appreciation this Valentine's Day season, or if you are a member of a group who might want to participate, or you as an individual, whether it's a social organization, scouting, church group, something like that, please reach out to me directly. My information's on the city website to help facilitate, to make sure that veterans get the Valentines, and we can coordinate and get those Valentines, if you're willing to participate and provide them, to the veterans in need. So thank you. And that closed my comments.
Great, thank you. And I signed quite a few of those for you, and I was happy to do so. So thank you for all you do on that. That's very, very nice of you.
You're welcome. I just wanted to also share that the veterans that I do have on the list who live in Laguna Niguel will receive a signed Valentine from our mayor.
Thank you very much. Councilmember Genoway.
I better get my Valentine from you. But the people of Laguna Niguel and San Juan Capistrano and all of South Orange County received an early Christmas gift just about a little over a month ago, when on December 21st, rather December 22nd, we got word that the battery facility company was suspending their application at the California Energy Commission. And it's a huge victory for the people of this city and all of South Orange County for avoiding what could be a potential regional disaster, with the location of that facility being so close to homes and the I-5 freeway and Oso Creek and the railway. And so I want to thank so many people throughout our community, especially the group Blessin, who did great work in advocacy against that project and bringing out hundreds and hundreds of people to speak to the California Energy Commission when they were here back in May. And I also want to give a special thank you to Saddleback Church, because they took a lot of heat. Initially, they were on the wrong side of this. They were the ones who provided the land in a land sale to the energy company. About a year ago, I publicly sent them a very sternly worded letter from the city explaining our discontent with their decision. But I continued having conversations with the pastors, several of them at Saddleback Church over the course of the last year. And that relationship that we built proved to be a vital piece of ensuring that the energy company no longer has any property interest in the land. And that was a big reason why they are looking to move elsewhere with this facility. And so it's a big victory for our community. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who played a role, who showed up, who spoke out, and helped us get this project suspended. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I know this city did a lot to help, and so did you as our mayor last year, so thank you very much for what you did. Okay, I'll start with the proclamation that we all have coming, we are sending out to the Holocaust victims. So we're doing one. I believe that's the first time we've done it in the city. So I signed that, and I wanted to make sure you know that we are recognizing that as a city. This is our first city council meeting since the new year, and I'd like to wish everyone a happy new year. I hope that your holiday was filled with family and joy. I would also like to recognize that today, or yesterday, was the MLK holiday, and we celebrated that yesterday by having our city closed, and many businesses were as well. I was 3 years old when MLK gave his I Have a Dream speech. I was 8 years old when he was assassinated. His message of peace is as important today as it was in 1963, so please remember that day and Martin Luther King and all he did for us. Let's get on to a little happier note. On January 13th, I attended the Laguna Niguel Junior Civics meeting here at City Hall. We had some of our Orange County's finest canines, handlers, and their partners, four-legged partners. I would like to thank Captain Flores and the handlers, as well as our four-legged partners, for a great evening. We learned a lot. The students had a great time and really enjoyed meeting the dogs and the presentation. It was the biggest attended meeting this year so far. It was packed. So again, thank you very much with that. And with that, City Manager Letourneau, do we have any reports tonight?
Yes, I have a brief report, and I'm excited to share with you that we have a new feature on our website. It's called our GIS Hub, and I encourage everyone to take a look at it. It's a way to explore Laguna Niguel through interactive GIS maps, and there's two important features that I'd like to share. One is our new open space inventory, so you can go look at the map and see if it's publicly owned land, privately owned land. You can type in an address, it'll pull up, you can zoom in on the map. It's very easy to use. And then the second thing I'd like to point out is we have a brand new capital improvement project dashboard. So you can go in there, you can click on the icon of a project. It'll tell you how much the project costs, what it's about. And the capital improvement project dashboard will continue to be updated with current information about where those projects stand. So two very exciting things we've been working on for a very long time. If you go into our website, you can either type in the search bar GIS Hub, or you can ask our chatbot, Beacon, who we treat as a human, and ask Beacon to take you to the GIS Hub. And so important features. Just wanted to share that. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. And I've been on that site and I've enjoyed it, and it really does work, and even I can understand it. So thank you. It's very easy to use. Okay, so thank you. Seeing that there are no other reports, we will now adjourn at 7:41. Thank you and have a great evening.